Ladies and gentlemen, another video. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm about to go insane, but somehow, right? Some way. Let me know if I'm insane, but they said they're gonna reveal Hellion Lua, like the kid information about her, on like the 6th of November, right? Which is in about a week. But then, when I check stuff, actually, a friend of mine let me know. But yeah, somehow they released the whole kit here. What the? I just never had this happen. I don't know if this is like normal, but I'm pretty sure every other time when they say they're gonna reveal their kit on X date, they'll reveal it on that date. But this time they're like, you know what? We're just gonna spoil everything and then like write out the entire kit here. It doesn't make any sense. Let me just actually see what people are talking about here. Garu Ganbang. Okay, so they do know about the kit. Interesting comment, but alright, so let's read our kit, shall we? Like, I would do this on, like, the past video, but I just didn't know that they would type out their whole kit, although they say reveal on next week. Then what is there to be revealed? You already told us everything about it. But you know what? I'm just a guy that regurgitates stuff and turn them into content for you guys. So let's take a look at Hellion Lua. Is that how you say it? Hellion or Hellion? I'm gonna say ML Lua. ML Lua. So, let's take a look at ML Lua. 5-star Dark Elemental Ranger with high health. Oh, increase F on her imprint. Okay. So, it's not gonna be an opener in my opinion, right? High health instead of speed, it says. So, let's take a look. We got skill 1. Attacks the enemy has up to 100% chance to provoke. Definitely not an opener. So, this now feels like an FCC character, okay? Right? You 100% provoke this one, yeah? So, nothing much else, right? Maybe there's more to come under actual reveal. Maybe this is just a teaser. But let's take a look at the main engine, though. We got S2, S3 right here. S2, we got Lua Squad. I like how the name are just Lua Attack, Lua Squad, Lua's Challenge, alright? It's just like Lua does X. Pretty funny, but let's take a look at this. After being attacked by a hero, okay, so PvP, oriented as expected, increases CR of all allies by up to 10% and makes all allies granted with challenge counterattack. What is a challenge counterattack? It's probably written down below, but let me just like make sure. Oh my god, increases CR of all allies by up to 10 after being attacked. If this doesn't have like a cooldown, that just means whoever you touch, you better not touch Lua. If you touch Lua, then the whole team gets a turn. Imagine Lua with ML ill enough and they attack Lua, then ill enough would just get a turn for free. No, like including her own passive there. That's quite crazy, I think, if you have a lot of AoEs especially. Okay, let's take a read about challenge though. What is challenge? Challenge. After counterattacking, when the target is a hero, deals additional damage equivalent to 8% of the target's max health. Dispel after the effect activates and increases speed of the barrier for 2 turns. Okay. So, does the increased speed happen after the dispel? I think that is what it means. Or it could just be the moment you get challenged, you get speed buff as well. I'm not exactly sure, but the more important part is after counterattacking, when the target is a hero, you do do additional damage equal to 8% of the target's max health. So this is good against like ML Ilinoff, right? Because this is additional damage. So for someone that's high HP like Ilinoff, someone that's high HP like ML Senya, you're gonna do a lot of damage, right? So good. Let's just see how do I get my allies to counter that. I'm pretty sure S3 should allow that, right? Otherwise, then if no one's countering, then you're shit. So we got Lua's Challenge. Grants challenge to all allies. Okay. And I just realized makes all allies granted with challenge counter. I think I misunderstood. The S2 doesn't give you challenge. The S2 makes people with the challenge buff counterattack. So this is actually a gangbang like that one guy commented. If Lua's attack, your whole team counters? That's insane. Wait, that's insane. What the hell? Okay. And then S3 is how you get challenge to all allies before increasing defense of the caster only. Only herself. Decreases both duration of all enemies by 1 turn and has up to 100% chance to provoke. You are forced to hit her. And if you hit her, everyone counters. Well, given you can only counter 1 time and then you're going to dispel it, right? You can only activate it 1 time, increases speed, and do that extra 8% damage. Okay, when 20 soul is consumed, ignores ER. This is pretty standard for debuffer these days, right? Everyone has this. Wow, that is interesting. I don't know. So you will strip the enemy by 1 turn. All of the enemy, right? All buff duration by 1 turn. So everyone is effectively, they have to get this. They can't just immunity away. So you guarantee your provoke. They are forced to hit Lua. Your entire team is forced to counter. Like, yeah, it goes both ways. It's forced to counter them. they are forced to take your counter attack. That sounds insane. But you know what? You know what the but here is? I'm thinking, doesn't Lua just fucking die to Mort? The Great Mortelix already in the meta now? Like, the buff hasn't even happened. Now they are releasing a problem, right? This sounds ridiculous for anyone that is a Mort. But if there is a Mort, then no one else could counter but Mort. That just means Lua's kind of like, whatever. Like, she's just there. She's gonna attack hit. But no one can counter. Nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, isn't that funny? Wait, that's so weird. But, well, realistically, you know, you could ban the Mort. You could just pre-ban the Mort. You could just, you know, win anyway against the Mort. We have to see how good Mort is first, but it seems immediately we see Lua is a food for an RGB 5-star in the Great Mortelix. But let's not talk about Mort though, right? Like, Mort, one character. If you can only be countered by one character, you're still a good character. Let's see, like, if you think about it, what else is gonna counter this character, right? I think Rowana. Like, imagine 4 allies counter. That's what it reads, right? Makes all allies granted with challenge counter attack. So all allies counter. That means like 4, like the enemy's gonna take a turn if there's a singular Rowana. That would be insane. Imagine the amount of CR you're gonna get. That is like crazy. But okay, Rowana I think is a fair shout to say Lua counters that. What else though? What else do we got? Well, since skill 3 is a non-attack skill, you got a usual Celine, you got a usual what's her face? Friggin' ML Lilica that could, you know, get a CR push, right? But I don't think ML Lilica solves this entirely. Celine definitely should though. It's not just a NLBL counter though, like there's still ways to work around Green Celine, I think. But yeah, it certainly sounds like an annoying character. You control the whole team instantly. If anything, you might see them being using cleave teams. Just lose a turn, you provoke, what you're gonna do. Interesting character is all I'll say. Interesting. Of course, there is gonna be counters though. Like, maybe even Lionheart. I don't think Lionheart could deal with this that well. But of course, we have Heart City. If she does not take a turn first, Heart City takes her turn first, you get unable to be countered. You're also dead, right? Like, I don't think you can counter with unable to counter on. So, I certainly see some counters for this character. Yeah. Is she gonna be terrible though? I can't say yet. I wonder what people think about this kit, right? It's really interesting. We're going high school now. We really like the skill. Reflects the character. A manipulative girl who controls other by making them counter. To be honest, ML Lua doesn't look like regular Lua. Definitely looks like 2 different people. So when she's attacked, her groupies will Garu gangbang you. Yes, beautiful. Wish you can make her blonde like Garu are, not palette all pink. This is like just about design. I don't really mind. It's, you know, looks good to me. Nice RNG unit. People are gonna put her and Euphine on the same team. Would I put her with Euphine on the same team? Do I need to put her with Euphine in the same team? Yes, it's 1 extra counter. I guess I could see that happening. Yeah. Each area attack would trigger Lua's passive and Euphine counter. Yeah, I suppose that would happen. But Lua's passive though, it has to have a cooldown, right? If it doesn't, then, well, thankfully, challenge only activates 1 time and it disappears, right? So I think the annoying part would be the CR for sure, but you're not gonna get like infinite counterattack for sure. Like, it's 1 counter and it disappears. Interesting. I guess you should use it when she is with Water Tenebra. Water Tenebra, I've never seen her really being used, but Euphine will do nothing, making Lua useless? Huh? Nah, Euphine will counter. Well, I guess that's why not a lot of people are acknowledging the post, but let's see though. What else do we have? Anyone who thinks this is a bruiser unit is easily mistaking it. This is an aggro / anchor unit. You know what? I can see that for sure. Not so useful for cleaving anyway, and bruiser gang just do not need her at all. She's in a weird spot. Wouldn't say she's weak. Still, this is a weird move considering what's this buff. Interesting take. I think I can agree with this one. Like, she can be used as an anchor for sure, in my opinion. You just lose a turn with the enemy. Like, your whole team goes first, and then you provoke them, and then you still get a counter going on with your, like, say, weaker allies. If the enemy doesn't have the means to deal with the debuff, they will lose a turn, right? So it's like an anchor that just tanks it up, and then have your allies still help out in terms of aggressing the enemy. So I can see her being used as an anchor for sure. Bruiser gang though, would she be that good? I feel like she won't be shit, but would she be insane, groundbreaking? Maybe, maybe not. I certainly see times where she is going to be dealt with. Like, you can easily deal with her with a singular Ruana, and she suddenly does nothing, right? In my opinion. Unless you aggress them with, like, really strong allies as S1. But yeah, you can use her Water Tenebra team. She ignored ER Strip, Provoke, doesn't seem to miss, not RNG at all. It's strange, using 2 units to force the target to hit Lua. Yeah, I suppose it's a little bit... I wouldn't say it's weird, it's just unique, right? We haven't figured out how to use her. In my opinion, there's a lot of ways possible, right? If she has a non-attack, a light RD is very good on her. What? A light RD? I don't know what that is, but given she's a ranger though, there's gonna be a lot of interesting options, right? I wonder what it's gonna be. Why am I skipping? Mort, reactionary unit, which most units just don't really care. MLW just wins and Aiden one-shots if she's not on Gaia Light. Good point, Aiden exists. Not a great opener? I wouldn't say she's an opener, right? Biblis 2.0, what team does she fit on really? We don't know, we don't test her yet. Yeah, I would say in the end, we don't know yet. But I feel like she's gonna have a place. Would she change the meta? Questionable. Maybe. There's a world, I think, that she could just be used in a specific team that she's gonna be really good. But in my opinion, the most premier way that people are gonna try her with will be either the aggressive team, number 1, with like, say, what's her name? ML Lilius, plus like your bruiser gang with like hyper damage with ML Landy, stuff like that. Or if people may try the cleave option, don't know how that's gonna go. Briar Witch maybe, into like Sid, all of that. If we don't kill the enemy still, if there's a BBK, if there's a Janua, Sober S3 on this ML Lua, you can provoke them and instantly have yourself win, yeah? So I think there's gonna be a use case for it. It's really interesting, right? Given though the solution Mort is being released, I don't know what to feel about that yet. I feel like Mort really just sits her down. I don't know, guys. This is really interesting. It might be a dud. It might be a dud of a character. It might also be really good. I feel like Mort for sure is a one-to-one counter, though. But if it's only Mort, then no. But I can think of, like, Rowana. I can think of, like, Harsetti just, like, S3ing for sure. So, yeah, certainly a character with its issue. We'll have to see. Subscribe if you want to see her being used and tested in this shadow right here. And that is all. My 3rd video of the day. It's insane. Take care.